Hi all, this is Dr. Sage Breslin and this is Wisdom Wednesdays. I thought I would give you a little update on just some experiences I've had personally, and it may wrap into some of the other things that we all work on, both in leadership and just in our own personal development. I have I've got this special honor that I would love to actually disengage from altogether. I have, over the last year, been successfully the one person on continued chemotherapy and with cancer that has been able to gain weight. And while that may seem like a very first world problem to everyone else, I just notice how much I have obsessed on wanting that not to be true. I'm no longer all that worried about weight or how I look or whatever. You know, once you've been bald, I guess everything else just sort of pales in comparison. But I've noticed that, well, I'd love my clothes to fit again, so whatever. But I've noticed that I'm attracted to all of these quick fix kind of deals, right? The just one gummy a night and you'll drop 40 pounds in a month. And, all of the research I do, of course, shows that most of them are scams, and then they don't meet my oncologist demand, which is, I am on this continued chemotherapy regimen, and unless there is an active research study that proves that whatever ingredients will not have negative consequences with my chemotherapy, then, all bets are off. So, what that did for me, number one, of course, pissed me off initially. Number two, it gave me some wonderful opportunity to sort of check myself at the door and try to increase my walking around and moving around, trying to maybe look at the calories I consume and when, right? So that's all fine. But what it got me thinking about is how much the quick fix has really taken hold. And I know it's been a thing for all of us, I'm sure throughout time. But, I noticed that during the pandemic, and now as we are sort of coming out the other side, people definitely wanted a quick fix. I think it was a challenge for many people who expected that we were going to all be out of our homes and no longer sheltering in after 3 weeks. I come from a medical family, so we were all expecting kind of 18 to 24 months, which is sort of where we landed, maybe a little bit longer. But for a lot of people, that was really hard news, and there was a lot of resistance to it. And I think that as time moved on, people got very resentful and they wanted the fix, and they even pushed the fix. And we had all the folks who just, claimed there's no pandemic, like this is all a hoax, yada, yada, yada. No judgment, this is not the time to even have a conversation about that. But I even noticed with a lot of people that I know through patient care and in leadership roles asking me about ayahuasca journeys, how they were going to resolve everything with one trip, and I mean the word trip, not just travel, and that was going to be it. And I have done some gentle education that I certainly, again, don't have any judgment about the use of plant medicines, and they have been incredibly helpful to a lot of people. And my experience with folks who are using plant medicine journeys is that it opens things up, and then those things have to be dealt with. So, yes, it can be a helpful piece to include, but it's not maybe as quick a fix as people are thinking. So it wasn't just ayahuasca. It wasn't just the new overnight gummies that, where the instant weight loss gummies. It's been a lot of things that I've noticed, that not just for myself, but lots and lots of people wanting that quick fix. We've always wanted a magic pill, in mental health care, right? Just give me the pill that will take away the traumatic memories, that will instantly remove my depression, that will instantly allow me to focus so that I can get perfect grades and go to the best college and yada, 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 right? Fill in the blank. I get that. It just seems like there's more of it now. And I even notice that, in the marketing of all that we do, there is this urge in our prospective clients to have a quick fix. And it does require a lot of education to say, I can introduce you to the system that I use. Many of you have read my book on leadership, which is a 10-step guide. But at the end of the day, you could do those 10 steps and still have work to do, right? You might need support and therapy during the process of doing those 10 steps. With the new ROSE system that is rolling out from Sage Wisdom Institute for women who've been in multiple violent relationships or unhealthy relationships or toxic relationships, there is still, the likelihood that even by using the system, you will need support throughout time. And maybe that is where it's really coming down to for me, is just acknowledging that there may be some really great solutions and interventions, but maybe we as complex humans aren't designed for a quick fix. Maybe we're actually more complex than all that. And maybe the quick fix would eliminate opportunities for further personal development and for further interaction with others. Maybe even my own, urge for a quick fix and have this weight come right off. Maybe that would eliminate, developing a relationship with a neighbor to walk. Or I certainly know that my dog prefers the increased exercise. Or maybe it would eliminate the opportunity to meet a wonderful new personal trainer, or, right? So maybe instead of hating the fact that there really aren't any big quick fixes, maybe we can look at the opportunities for all of the different things that can happen without the quick fix. And maybe there are some wonderful interventions that we can utilize and really enjoy, but maybe we can also enjoy our lives without the quick fix. This is Wisdom Wednesdays, and this is Dr. Sage Breslin.